Hey guys, today we're going to look at how you can get vinyl records to play and then record them into your DAW. So sometimes when you have a lot of vinyl like I do, you want to be able to maybe sample it and if you want to get it into your DAW, it can be a little bit difficult if you're missing one thing. I'm going to show you today the thing that you need so that you can get the audio from the record player into your preferred digital audio workstation. For you to be able to do that, you have to get a machine that's going to convert the analog signal into a digital signal. There are currently some tools out there that you can buy new, but the point of the video is to show you how you can find something used for less money that you can use to be able to bring your audio from a record player into your DAW. So you guys can see behind me there's a record player. You don't need a fancy record player. You can use any record player that you find, even in a used like flea market or something like that. The thing that's most important is that the needle on the record player plays in a clean way, if that's what you're into. If you want to do a lo-fi thing, you can even have a dusty old record player. It's totally fine. The record player is important, and then the way that you connect the record player into the computer is important, and that's kind of the point of this video. So if you go online, you can find that there are modern things that you can buy. I bought this about 15 or 20 years ago. It must have not been 20, but it might already have been, where M-Audio was doing this thing where they gave you records that you could then play with the record player, and they would transmit information to the M-Audio Conectiv, and the M-Audio Conectiv would, in a way, play the record on the computer in this software as if the records were virtual. So this is like the beginning of Tractor Scratch, Serato, all that stuff. This was the M-Audio version of it. Basically what was happening is that as you got into the digital world, people still needed to be able to go in between the two formats, between having vinyl and digital. So what I'm going to do to show you guys through the process is go online and see if I can buy this product that I showed you before. It's not that hard to find. I found one on eBay right away for $100. The reason why you would want to spend $100 on something like this and not go for something that's less expensive is because really what's good about this is that the analog to digital converters are good inside of it. And that's the thing that's important. When your signal goes from analog to digital, there has to be a conversion happening, and the quality of that conversion is really important. This was a way to have a vinyl feeling, but then if you needed to have a digital file on the other deck, you could use that to transmit information through the vinyl to a digital file. So if you want to get your audio from your record player into the computer, what you need to do is you need to set up the device as an audio device, which it is. It's an external audio device. And you can easily see how if you go to Ableton, you can select it as an input. Now it has 4 ins, but they're basically right, left, right, left. Inputs 1 and 2 or 3 and 4, for example, will provide a stereo signal into the computer. That's important because you're going to want to retain the stereo image if you're going to do some stuff with higher quality sampling. Okay, so the other thing that's super important about this Conectiv is that it has a ground. The grounding is the part that connects a phonograph into what's normally an amp, but is missing on most audio interfaces. Primarily what the grounding is going to do is going to reduce the interference of the electrical signal. So basically what's happening is the wire is going to eliminate about everything that's under 50 or 60 hertz. It depends on the grid that you're on, but basically what you have is what's called a ground loop hum, and you're avoiding that by grounding the turntable into the ground. Besides that, the thing that's cool about vinyl and getting it into the computer is that it breaks up the process of being completely in the box, because you know the thing is that if you are in the box producer, that's fine. I totally have been for many years also, but the thing is you get to the point where you're like looking at a computer screen the whole time and it loses a little bit of the soul. It's nice if you have that soul part that kind of keeps the music vibey, right? And records are totally a vibe. I have other videos where I explore the world of vinyl, and some of these videos are really cool too because you can see things that maybe are harder to find nowadays. I can show you the thing and then you can Google it and listen to it while I show you so you can learn about new music. There's also guides to electronic music and also to the most important music producers in the genres, so I'm looking forward to seeing you in those videos. Thank you always, and see you soon.